KKR Texas Memorial Stadium. There are certain games that get the juices flowing, and when you have number one versus number two, it'll send a shiver up your spine. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. On the run, it's Jackson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take... Might want to think about airing it out.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Always a rare treat, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Again, it's Saying. Punts it out of the air. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if you start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Jackson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking to get it in. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They're going to run it. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They've already converted 1 4th down on this drive, but this the defining one. 4th and goal. They're going to run it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Smothers. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Brown. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball throwing.
There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The give to the left side. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. A give to Brown. And And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. Runs through the tackle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Say it. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Horns up and ready to hook up serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Now here's Sayin. Unloads to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Throwing, say it. Pressure coming. He wants to go deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. He'll try to do it himself. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. At the 45, on his way. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Clemson Tigers. And it's Georgia in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
On the snap, it's Brown. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Got a little grass. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat. They give up a big play.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Manning. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. 10. Into the
defense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Might have a chance. Makes it past the marker.
He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Manning to throw. Got his man on the outside. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
On the delay, it's Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Arch Madness. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Hand off for Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Sweep.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the Longhorns need to pick it up on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. It's on target and complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Here's a little room there. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right.
There he goes. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
They'll keep it on the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This 3rd down play.
Down, ready, go.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the extra point is good. That was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Longhorn. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Smith. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flipping forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Finding some room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The Buckeyes with an answer.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
give as they work on that clock. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Brown.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A give to Brown. Maybe some room here. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat two top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Jackson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game offensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Gonna let it fly. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Man, what a bad time to get a penalty. Like, this defense was in position to maybe get the ball back, make something happen. Palmer, undisciplined, make the mistake, get the penalty, and gift wrap this to the offense.
No question. You hear this coaches always talk about eliminating the mental errors and playing within the rules. And at a time when you...
That's it! A sack to end it as they finish off this one in style. That game not nearly as competitive as many of us expected. I think it